When truck drivers quit and leave the trucking industry, where do they go? What other careers do they transfer into? You watching this, are you a truck driver that has left the industry? If so, I have 5 questions for you I would like for you to answer in the comment section, if you don't mind. I myself will be answering these 5 questions throughout the video because I've also left the trucking industry after 10 years of driving. The 5 questions are as follows. Question number 1, tell me the exact moment that you decided, I'm done. Whoa, my son just grabbed my camera. Come on, bro. So, what was that moment for you? So, my moment, it was when dispatch intentionally gave me a route, knowing that I would run out of hours and I would have to be rescued by another driver. And therefore, I would not make it to where I needed to go on time. I ran out of hours instead of sending me home early. And that was the moment where, this has been a buildup, a long time coming. I realized how fragile trucking can be. And so I've always knew I needed an out. I needed to develop an exit strategy. But this moment, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. So what was your moment? Tell us in the comment section. Question number 2. Did you have a plan before you quit? Did you already know what you were going to transition into before you quit? Or did you just say F it and just quit and you'd figure it out from there? What did you do? Well, for me, I already had a plan, and my plan was to transition into trading full time. And so this is 3.5 years or so of preparation. And so I've just felt like I was ready. And here I am now. Question number 3, whatever you transferred into, what inspired you to go in that direction of all things? Why did you choose that? Now, for me, I chose trading simply because of it's money on money, where you're using money to generate money. Trading is very risky. Question number 4 is 2 parts. How expensive was the transition? Number 1. And number 2, part 2 is how did you cope with the expense of transitioning? For me, the transition out of trucking is very expensive because I go from having a W-2 income to now everything is basically 1099. It's all on me. 5th and final question. Did you make the right choice? Do you believe that where you are today was a good decision away from trucking? Yes or no, and why? For me, I believe it was the right choice because I've had so much time with my son, my boy, my lady, my love, my queen. So much time to spend with family. And I missed out on a decade of that. A decade of being around. And that alone just makes it feel as if it's the right choice. Now, economically, that's yet to be determined. But emotionally, for my peace of mind, my mental clarity, it was definitely the right choice. And the other thing too is I'm not risking my life. I don't ever have to worry about, am I going to make it home? Am I going to be free? Because someone decided to run a light. I don't have to worry about these things anymore. I will be reading what you got in the comment section. I'm not going to be the only one reading it. There's going to be other drivers who will read it. And you don't know where a person is in their life. This could help someone, inspire them to make a different decision. Trading is not for everybody. I don't recommend trading for everybody. 90% of people fail in trading. But if trading doesn't work for one driver, what else has another driver found that works for them that's better than trucking? If you found something that's better than trucking and it's working for you and you're happy, maybe you can inspire another driver to make that transfer, to make that transition. Because honestly, we don't have a lot of time. Actually, self-driving trucks are coming. They're actually already here. Truck drivers as a whole, we need to start thinking about a transition. What else are you going to do when you're not trucking? Let's start thinking about that now. And those who have already left, in the comment section, let us know, where'd you go? Check this out. This is the Truckers Who Trade community. I've got this career connections section where I think drivers should go. I don't have any members right now. I'm officially launching September 1st, but I'm accepting early applicants right away. Any truck driver can join the Truckers Who Trade community. All you need is a CDL to prove you actually are a truck driver or you were one. Now, for drivers transitioning out of trucking, we need a resource, a storehouse of knowledge you can tap into to get the information you need to make smart decisions. Excuse me. You can't make good decisions without knowing the benefits and consequences of each choice. Truck drivers are at a point where they have to make career decisions, some more than others, but eventually all drivers will be forced to make this choice, to exit the industry. Now, how do you know which decision is best without studying history first? How would you know which career you might easily transfer into? I'll tell you. You only have one life, but you can learn from others' history. When a driver has already left trucking for another career and they're kind enough to share their experience, you can learn from that perspective on how they transitioned, and that could potentially help you transition. All I'm saying is use this as a foundation for your own future, and I hope other drivers step forward and contribute. Once you left trucking, where did you go? Deposit that info right here, Career Connections. You don't have to be a trader the way that I am, but you need some interest in the markets, managing your money, or sharing financial tips. This is a financial resource community where drivers share information, but all information is for education and entertainment purposes. So I've got this trucking lounge. It's a general discussion area where you can see what everyone's up to. My vision for this is to be the most posh, financially literate, financially capable trucking lounge anywhere on the internet, and therefore the world. Because I'm not driving anymore, I trade full-time. I offer one-on-one coaching. You don't have to be a truck driver to book me for that. And what I teach is thesis and structure and why they equal strategy. If you don't know how to break down your thesis and structure, then you don't have a strategy. Your strategy is the engine that moves your account forward. It grows your account. You need to tune that engine and make adjustments to get the performance that you want. Let me show you something real quick. This is my public-facing trading account. It has less than $1,800 in it right now. That might shock people, and yes, I'm having a rough patch in my trading right now, but I'm not ditching my entire strategy. I'm not throwing away the engine just because a check engine light came on. And that's what most traders do. Most people who want to trade, this is what they do, and that's why they waste so much time and so much money. If you don't know how to break down your trades within thesis and structure, you won't be able to diagnose issues when they arise. You'll throw away your entire engine, your entire strategy, and waste time jumping from one strategy to another. That's called strategy hopping. You'll lose more money strategy hopping than sticking with what you've already been trading because you're creating too many variables and too much variance in your decision making. You can't build a business like that. You've got to eliminate variance. That's what I help traders do.